Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. As you guys know, there is a pandemic going on in the world right now, which is the coronavirus, and it's been affecting a lot of countries around the world, and so people are actually suffering from it a lot. So make sure you follow health guidelines according to the Canada Health Association and what they give out, such as washing your hands, and if you come back from a country, being in self-isolation for 14 days. Make sure to follow all those guidelines because you don't want to spread the disease even more to other people as you go on. And fortunately, they are working on a vaccine, so we will get a vaccine in like the next few months or a year. But until then, we really need to conserve our health and make sure that no one else gets infected. So this video is going to be for restaurant owners who use skip the dishes as a service. So let's say like a pizza place or a burger place or anything else that is related to that type of field. And this video is really crucial for you guys to watch because some of you might be paying tens of thousands of dollars extra in GST when you don't need to because of the way that skip the dishes GST system works and the way they claim it. And this is mainly due to Skip the Dishes bad guidelines. They don't put it out there. They don't explain to many of the restaurants how their guidelines work, which makes it a real hassle for restaurants to understand how this works, which is what I'm going to explain to you today. So we have an example of a restaurant that actually uses Skip the Dishes, and we can see that the net sales that they've gained from Skip the Dishes is $200,000, and the over-counter sales, which is just normal sales in the restaurant, is $300,000. Now here you might be asking why I put $510,000 as my total net sales. That's because Skip the Dishes is an intermediary, and that means it uses a 0% GST system to charge you. And what that means is, let's say a customer ordered something for $100. In your POS system, it will say that the product is $100 and the GST on that product would be $5. But when Skip the Dishes buys that product from you and goes to sell it to the customer, it considers the product as a whole. So instead of considering it as a $100 product with a 5% GST on it, they just consider that you're selling them a $105 product instead. So the GST in there is not counted. It's again a zero rate GST system that they use. So instead of claiming this GST here, what you have to do is you get rid of this amount here, you totally take it out, and instead you add the $10,000 to your net sales. So it would be $210,000 in your net sales, which is where I got this $510,000 amount from. And when you look at how Skip the Dishes charge the delivery charge and commission, we can see again this example of how they charge you. They charge you on the $210,000, not on the $200,000 alone. They charge you on the total amount, including the GST. From there, we can add these two amounts and see that the total charge that Skip the Dishes took from you is $73,500, and the GST that they charged you for their service is $3,675. Now, if we take both these values and deduct it from $210,000, again, be very careful of this because you're considering the GST as part of your net sales, then we get that your net receipt would be $132,825. Now that we have this GST amount from Skip the Dishes, we can go back here and see, oh, again, this $15,000 from the over-counter GST. Again, do not count this $10,000 in here. That's the worst mistake you could make. So make sure you check with your accountant that he or she is not claiming this amount as part of your GST, because you'd be paying $10,000 extra. So you take this $15,000, deduct the $3,675 GST that you paid to Skip the Dishes, and then you take some more deductions off that you might have paid, and you get the net GST that you have to pay back to the government.